The Brooklyn Film Festival recently premiered an observational documentary titled Working in Protest. The film gives an inside look at demonstrations all across America from the last 30 years. These short clips are compiled firsthand by the film's directors to keep the tone neutral rather than use content from activists who may have an agenda. Here's a preview.
You have 2 minutes to disperse or you will be arrested.
Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around.
So if your daughter brought home a black guy, what would you do?
Well, it wouldn't happen, because she would know better to begin with, because I'd have raised her that way.
You stand up to bullies when they show up.
Folks, out of the street, please. Anyone out of the street? Out of the street. Out of the street. Let's go. Up on the sidewalk.
Jack recently sat down with the film's director, Michael Galinsky.
So let's start off with the subject matter, if you would. You wanted to take a look at protest, and you started basically 30 years ago. Now, some people might say, you know, if you're going to look at protests, you go to the 60s
Right.
and civil rights protests. Why did you pick that demarcation point?
Well, that one picked me. It was the day after I graduated high school. The Klan marched in my hometown of Chapel Hill.
Right.
And it just seemed so... Even though the Klan there had been a shooting 2 years earlier in Greensboro, which had killed some people, it still seemed like it was on the way out. And that's the way people... It seemed like the last Klan march, you know, and what really happened was I moved back to my hometown and I found those negatives a couple of years ago. And since then, maybe like 10 years after that, we started doing more protest work. And it was just observing, it was part of larger documentaries, or it was just like, this thing's happening, it has to be observed, kind of like Occupy. So we started filming a lot around then, and then kept doing it. And so when I found those photographs, I put some online and someone said, did you know there was sound from that day? So we got the sound, and all of a sudden we had a short film.
Right.
And then we had that, and then we started to think, oh, you know, there's this thing we did in, 2004 that's really interesting. And if you kind of jump from that to that, and then, oh, wow, you know, with the Occupy stuff, when you kind of see the rise of the militarization of police and this kind of criminalizing of dissent, and just what happens at these events and how the message gets out or doesn't, and how it gets portrayed in the media and how it gets presented by activists. And so we kind of always wanted to be in that middle space where you're observing it in this way that at the time kind of seems boring, but later is just really present.
And it's interesting, you say we, your wife
Yeah, my wife,
Suki,
yeah.
and you were the directors here.
Yeah.
And we're used to, when we see documentaries, not all, but
Right.
many times we see them as from a point of view.
Right.
In many ways, they're advocacy
Right.
pieces, and what they're intended to be. But you wanted to completely stay away from that. Why?
Because when you're making advocacy, then people know it, and so those who don't agree already are going to resist it. But I mean, when you think about what does advocacy do, oftentimes it doesn't do what we think it's going to do or supposed to do. And part of my resistance to it is, and to be clear, these shorts are much more from kind of what you would call a liberal point of view. But that's not the intent. I mean, that's just who I am, so that's going to come in more. But the intent is to be as just present with everybody as possible. But the more you put a point of view on it, the more you find resistance.
You mentioned that you lived through the
Yeah.
one with the KKK
Yeah.
in your hometown. But I'm curious whether when you came back to look at it now, through the prism of an older Michael,
Right.
a more experienced Michael, an educated Michael, did you see it differently in any way?
Yeah, I mean, and I think that's, well, you know what's interesting is, especially when you kind of make things that are really just observational, I think what it does is 20, 25 years later, it really sparks a non-present memory. It actually brings you back to that space, and sometimes it's literally just the mediation of the media. It's black and white photographs, and you kind of go back to something that was a different time. So there's aspects of just the type of media that it is, how it looks. All these things are kind of tells. They tell us how to feel. But definitely, when you see something that's from the past, it sparks a different part of your brain than your present memory.
But what do you think the viewers will take from this? What do you hope the viewers will
What I
take from
hope
this?
is that they have kind of a broader sense of what really takes place. Because, you know, from a media perspective, what we try to do oftentimes, if you're in the news media, you want to tell people what happened, right? And if you're kind of an activist, you want to kind of push the point of view. But I think from my own experience of being at protests, it's often somewhat chaotic. It's not really clear what's going on. And so some of the pieces feel that way, like you're not exactly sure what you're supposed to, because you don't know when you're there. And you're just kind of following, you're trying to find some sense of leader. And there's this one really amazing moment when Reverend Barber shows up at the North Carolina General Assembly. And there's a little bit of like, people don't know what's going on. He just kind of marches past the camera and starts knocking on the window and just takes over. And so he is really an incredible person. And he is a leader, and you know he's going to show up as a greater leader over the next 5 or 10 years. You'll see a lot from him, and you can see it in that moment.
Right there, in that moment. Well, it's very compelling series of films here, and I think you've accomplished what you wanted to.
That's great news.
So congratulations to you and your wife for the good work that you have all done, and thanks for spending some time and talking with us here.
Thank you for having me.
Good. And a reminder for you, for more information on Working in Protest, visit our website at metrofocus.org.